Check, 1, 2. Hey yo, it's Detax. It's been a minute, but I'm still here. New Eden, new album, fresh for your ears. On Trail Records. Shout out to everybody here. Hey yo, Jus, bring me in.
Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged.
I let the music speak, it roll off the tongue. Son, these cats never catch shit, hitting raps like a home run. Back in the zone, I done did it and I'll do it again. My bars are gold like the banks, but never stole none. And musically, I got that genius attack. A slip with swords till I'm sitting back and sipping back a cold one. Blessed with my old chums and backing my new friends. My team holds it down while you gather your loose ends. And yeah, we be packing a new blend, guaranteed to spark it like we starting these movements. From barring our 2 cents, and rappers get pard believe. I bear the mark of the sticks, my bars carpet the street. These man are weak if they compare my ends and harbouring beef. I see music has a means to an end to get free. It's all love to my peoples, every part of the team. A bigger buzz than I get from the dust of a Henry.
Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged.
Hey yeah, these rappers showing it's their time of the month. They bitch and moan about their flow, menstruation is tough. I'll be the second to none, and I'll be schooling your best. I turned a party trick to bars once the session commenced. It's like the cess in this blunt, got you producing a sweat. As if you laughing at my bars but never knew what it meant. And you might say my shit's hard for some smooth deflect, but you'll be talking out your arse like I move on a scat. Hey yeah, these rappers better off spitting they bars in sign language, cause this a game where you're slipping or you climb ladders. It's dynamic how I move, saying fuck the normal, because I rap and come from dial-up connection Cornwall. And now we're getting paid for shows and to go overseas, and still these man are gonna disregard what achy ovaries. I let the music speak, son of what you hope to be. It's rough science in the booth making dopamine.
Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged.
Hey yo, time waits for no man, and hoping is a waste of time. So I need to stop coasting and change my state of mind. Living by the ocean, but I never seem to catch the tide. And living by the notion that I'm overdue to catch a break. What a fucking big mistake. The balance of the give and take is me against the planet, like I'm running to escape. The day cycle is it rotates. I run across an empty stage, cause this is more than entertainment. I'm an artist to the fullest of my occupation. I still keep a 9 to 5 that would test my patience. I still keep it with the same crews from way back. I made my own beats in a caravan just to make raps, and now I shout my day ones while I lace the track. As if I'm down at Shit's Creek, my brothers help me make it back. I'm all out for this, nod it if I'm laid back. Rolling with the sharpest heads, needles in a haystack.
Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged. Tranquility, but still on the rugged.
Listen, yeah. First whips, we were 4s up in the back lanes, putting pennies in the kitty just to score up in the rave from the hippies that'd sure enough have the raps made never iffy. Caught between the years of being rude and getting lippy. From the sticks, 2006, and we were listening to Task Force and Skinny. Just Michael Parkinson, but couldn't even cop a disc. Wallet full of copy discs, and we didn't have no Spotify or iPhones to rock it with. We've been through some serious shit and stayed on top of it. Trying to eat and hold it together like using chopsticks. I've been here, pushing the levels and stayed optimist. Now I'm feeling colder than ever, like I ain't long to live. Empty pockets, put the nail in the coffin lid. Of course I wanna be the first to fly, Archaeopteryx. On some shit like the characters in comic strips, and this would never be the storyline if it wasn't for my day ones. Never been a strange kind of brothers that'd say something if I slip a day. This is for my day ones, push me on the stage, got me buzzing like a ray gun. Lucky that you stay, y'all. I can count on one hand the family that goes back, and the other hand the people that I'm fucking with on tracks. Heads that bubble, treat us like a puzzle to crack. Who keep the music in a struggle in a juggling act. This ain't running your blood, you might just struggle with the fact. How I got the A+, even though I flunked the class. Back then the peer pressure went up to hoofogram. Now I've seen a couple people end up like super hands. I've been young, I've been dumb, I've been fucked up and stung. I've been down, I've been up, I've been hated on and loved. Made a sound, slayed a crowd, I've been taken for a mug. That's a faker on another table, raising up a cup. Trying to make our way up, in this country going downhill. Ironic how that nobody's listening when the sound's real. I stuck around still, my day ones were backing it. Believing in the skill, like where's the fun if they ain't challenges? So back to the lab it is, chasing young dreams with a handful of calluses. So callous how I hand out these bangers, rapscallion. Tough but I never lost my youth when it was happening. Just a little longer in the tooth, a little stronger in the booth. A touch of arrogance, but time waits for no man, so let's be having it. I live forever when I float, where we go. Like my style and my patterns, leaving clues where the chalice is.
Let's get down to business. Things have been tough, very tough. And do you know why?
Once again, I'm the definition of ill. I'm for making stacks. Make moves and manipulate. Make moves and manipulate. Once again, I'm the definition of ill. I'm for making stacks. Make moves and manipulate. Make moves and manipulate.
Hey yo, money makes the world go round, and that's a fact. I'm a working class man, but a king on this track. I still got shit to do, put my shit on the map. So with the pen I'm making moves like a zig and a zag. Hey yo, money makes the world go round, and that's a fact. I'm a working class man, but a king on this track. I still got shit to do, put my shit on the map. So with the pen I'm making moves like a zig and a zag. Hey yo, I'm hungry and I'm not gonna stop till I'm fat. A reason that my have-nots have got the gift of the gab. Whose only real option that they've got to elevate fast is get that money coming seasonal in cellophane bags. Get what you give, fuck that, you need to get what you grab. With both hands, let it slip and keep on kicking the can. And keep on wishing like damn, I wish I did it how we did it in my mission and plan. But these days I need a change because I'm captivated by the cities that I've never lived. And claim my situation is a bitch that I've inherited. I need to break away and that's no shade to my relatives. I blame myself for slipping every day I was on benefits. We're getting list a mission, sniffing something with a beverage when tracks were distant. And my flat was looking derelict when Jay used to say that I was gifted. And I didn't think that I could ever play my position into a living thing. It gave me something more, something to believe, and make a bigger mark than simply breathing out and breathing in. I never had much, my pockets never jingling, and still I only put my name on gold like a signet ring. I see you rappers fabricating what you're mimicking. It kinda shows the difference of dropping gems and littering. So take a step back and chill, maybe have a drink, cause you've been making moves but with trash like a wheelie bin.
Make moves and manipulate. Bring it to your lives. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame.
rappers acting like it's nothing in games and busting their brain, but struggling to run in my lane. The kind of shit that'll bug in your brain. I know you fuck with this. I make the kind of shit on every rapper's bucket list, and cream's universal. The fact that you're budgeting, I got some real deep heat, and yeah, I'm gonna rub it in. Cause too many rappers wanna chat about the struggle when they spent their first 20 years living in a bubble. That's a cul-de-sac kid needing cuddles. Man, I've been doing bits for years and still keep it subtle. And I've seen a lot of people talking big, doing fuck all, but I wouldn't pay attention to the tricks of a muggle. I got these rappers looking under my sleeves. They can't figure out the magic till they cuss and they leave. Pissed off, I got it locked like I'm dangling keys, but never made a move like trying to catch a tan on the beach. Because they do it for the gram as if they living on fleek. On some bandwagon tip, give a fuck what you tweet. I seen an egg fall from gutters, then a hatch in the street. Cause some don't fly the nest and some crack when it's deep. And some seem to get the chicks because they're dishing the beak. But those birds be the type to come and go with the breeze. Catch my drift, more likely that you catch a disease. And that's reality, and I can see them knocking on your front door. Ending up with nothing, now there's something that you want more. Stuck in a trap, that's a rap, you're a lost cause. A drifter in the mists of the nevermore. Echoing your tales where you're blaming all your fails. While I wake up, take drugs, drive to work, beat the rush, drink a cup, eat the mush, send my love to Lady Luck. Save it up, switch a lane, learn to fucking indicate. I'm cooking up a flow while I cater for my paper chase.
Make moves and manipulate, bring it to your live. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame. Time to get make moves and manipulate, bring it to your live. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame. Time to get
Hey yo, money makes the world go round, and that's a fact. I'm a working class man, but a king on his track. I still got shit to do, put my shit on the map. So with the pen I'm making moves like a zig and a zag. Hey yo, money makes the world go round, and that's a fact. I'm a working class man, but a king on his track. I still got shit to do, put my shit on the map. So with the pen I'm making moves like a zig and a zag.
make moves and manipulate, bring it to your live. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame. Time to get make moves and manipulate, bring it to your live. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame. Time to get
I'm coming from the depths of a place that my stars said to leave. Where we slip through the net, where the harbours meet the street. Where we risking our necks for some marginal peas. Go the distance and rep till you're part of the breeze. Keep on lifting my head from the dark of my sleep to a list of defects that they bark on repeat. Till the biz come collect to your yard, trick or treat. Bring a swift kiss of death and leave the mark upon your dreams. Rolled into one that's New Eden. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but who's speaking? Rolled into one that's New Eden. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but who's speaking? Yeah, listen. All this chatting that we're kings and queens and claiming self-made status with no in-betweens. Insufficiently real but still win with ease. In the thick of being big deals, hitting the keys. Hitting G's till we're thicker than thieves. moves like it's a rite of passage, then rock about the town unbearable and outlandish. I ride it out by the skin of my teeth. I'm on my steez and I ain't missing a beat unless it's heart damage. Now let's get barbaric and carpet our planet and spill a kid's blood in dirt like it's dark magic. Force a bitch to use a needle till she loves to smash it. Now she weak and feeling feeble and she'll fuck to have it. Embarrassing comparisons, how we're trapping down the salt of the earth for the sole purpose of cashing in. So where's the aspirin? Got people asking him, falling from grace but I'll go far like a javelin. Rolled into one that's New Eden. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but who's speaking? Rolled into one that's New Eden. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but who's speaking?
Yo, cloudy vision, rot digging, pour that thick liquor. John and sorrow, switch morals for the cloud clicker. It's all borrowed on tomorrow for that dry slip up. No interest until your desk bill up. It's the machine. Zuckerberg, boy, you like a fiend. Force feed, tap, click, scheme. Big house jeans for your 2-inch screen. Breed low self-esteem, insecure in your dreams. We come for fun them down. Fire, rendezvous man, run can never trust them clowns. I move with the wise, never fall for them lies. Prove present in your vessel, let your third eye loose. Cause that's the eyes of the eagle from a bird's eye view. Confirm IQ, label it for psyop moves. New Eden, they can test my choose. To see they left slack clues, ingest my food. Belly on slew, that's slow poison. Gut boiling with no avoiding. Similar to knees injecting for slow enjoyment. You know the saying, if you can't beat him, you better join him. It's like every day I see my people falling. Fear up in the mind, I hear them talking. Media control, they skylarking. New Eden, we stand firm for the past and we tell them say.
Treat this track like food because I make a meal from nothing every time I need to make a tune. I work to my means and keep a dream, so I make and do with these walls around my bed and a plate of food. I know it's all in my head when I'm a lousy mood, but guaranteed my next shit's gonna raise the roof. I tell myself I need to grind hard and pay my dues. I see my friends living well like it's daily news. The world spun me, I can tell that I'm out of tune when everybody lacks the patience to wait for you. But I don't wanna show you any tracks before they're finished, cause I believe it takes away the magic in the lyrics. I wanna test my limits in this music that I'm living for. Break the underground and get streams like a river source. And I'm a different sort, so I need to break the mold like 100 others did before me in the days of old. For something worth more its weight than gold, I follow in the footsteps of 1,000 stories told. And you can treat this track like food because I make a meal from nothing every time I need to make a tune. And you can treat this track like food because I make a meal from nothing every time I need to make a tune. Driving home in the lights and the smoke, rain on my windshield, traffic in the roads. People come and go, silhouetted in the glow of the street lamp standing in rows. And as I listen to the city breathe, tapping the smoke, it's bittersweet. I got dreams but they ain't happening, so I grit my teeth in my sleep and I think to myself, I know it's hard when you work just to stay afloat. Life in slow motion going through an episode. Yeah, living with decisions that are set in stone. Trying to stay on track like the ticking of a metronome. I would never take a minute, change a lyric that I wrote. I hate to say I never did it, cause you never know. But since the days of bumping infrared phones, I got lost in the culture, grew bolder, cause when in Rome. And you can treat this track like food because I make a meal from nothing every time I need to make a tune.
What you wanna do with it?
You can treat this track like food, because I make a meal from nothing every time I need to make a tune. 1, 2, check it, yeah. Yeah. Maneuver in the party scene, weapons in the armory. I'm loving all the parts I've seen, but none of them are half as mean. You hold the belt. I'm so fixed by that rose tint, you resonate and hold yourself. But why you holding that in colder realms? I know you're feeling what I'm speaking, like I wrote this in braille. I need a demon in a bed, so I'll be sleeping in hell. That's when I'm dead, so ain't no reason to fail. You should be giving me credit, the way I'm stepping, how I'm handling your presence, unapproachable menace, yeah. So back up on me with that bumper and press it. I wanna get you in the sack and the biz so I can assess it. I know you love the fact that it's a challenge accepted, and I ain't just another cat in a sesh pit. But let me stress this, you can be the next Khaleesi that I rest with, but I ain't gonna do a dance for sweetening a message, yo. And it gets risky when she comes through, but I ain't sussed, you got a man, yo, I just assume we gravitating like the planets and the moons. But yo, I ain't the one but making moves, this is down to you. Finger on the trigger, what you down to do? Playing games, give me whispers in a crowded room. Give a damn about a man like she gambling dudes. Yo, finger on the trigger and she had you in Zoom. Finger on the trigger and she had you in Zoom.
Direct hit, don't miss. On a mission. A double barrel. I get your open. I put the blast up. The tinker finger. Got the feel some. Stick to my gun. Yo, what up? Nowhere to run hard or fun. Blow you out of the frame.
To me, you're not ugly. I see only beauty in you. You have a lovely body and a face that can be made beautiful again also.
The way you say that look in your eyes, I almost want to believe you. I almost want to believe you. Yeah, I've heard that song before.
Hey yo, you know I had your chick start with both hands, then finish off with no hands and walk a different path even though she goes for road, man. That's hard to swallow when it's funny cause I'm kinda grown, and still I got 'em dancing to my tune, the Pied Piper flow. Shout out to my guy upon the xylophone that blessed me with this beat to put some demons in retire homes. I told you little rappers catching feelings with your minor flows. I'm old school but still pushing buttons like a dial-a-phone. They're spilling out some cheese like they're writing home, but seeing it's a bunch of dumb breeze, nobody's writing back. I step correct because I'm feeling like I'm right at home, and if you think that's not a proper reason, you should run it back. Enough of that. While these cats aren't getting past the front of books, I'm getting underestimated cause of my young looks. But still your chick chews my ear thinking I'm scrumptious, and I ain't talking sniff when I come through with the substance, cause I say what I want and do my genre some justice. That's a 101 son for anyone that really does this. Like nowadays, rappers are scared of their own audience. Play it safe, keeping it beige and still applauding it. Awkward shit, everyone's a baller, get the short of it. Everyone, I said that's all folks like I'm Porky Pig. Talking it until my speech bubbles in proportionate. I'm cold. Make you shiver, make you shudder at the thought of it. When When I get bored of all of it, I simply step the pen up, and that consists in the manner of how you set the shell up. The shit is hell up, I'm bound to leave a mark on the planet. I spit that southwest sound, my bars carved in the granite. My next tape's a straight bargain for a racket. Got the head so impatient that they're darting through the traffic. So word to my haters that keep showing me how that your material is soft, you better throw in a towel. Verse, another banger from the basement, that's what you heard. The flow sample and the break, yeah, that's what you heard. My dusty gang dig the crates, and that's what you heard. The ghetto blaster switch tapes, and that's what you heard. Another banger from the basement, that's what you heard. The flow sample and the break, yeah, that's what you heard. My dusty gang dig the crates, and that's what you heard. And that is word if you heard, now you copy my word.
I've heard that song before. I've heard that song before.
Hey yo, check it yo, I don't really ask for much. Is this a wind up? These lineups are looking back to front. I'm still underrated, still they wanna pass me up, and still I keep on flowing over heads like an aqueduct. Don't really act a fug, but I bring a sound that makes them clowns pile into one car like circus packing up. These dudes are hardly on a smoke, they keep on chatting up, but when I touch the microphone they're fuming how I gas it up. Jacuzzi creeps and clout diggers and cruiser sheep, moving like they're groupies to the booty on computer screens. Tragically it came to this, how can a phallus club breed a bunch of artists based loosely on a massive cunt? Rapping into Yahtzees and clubs, trying to ration out a bag, acting ration out of love. What's the rationale when you're hitting all of the above? That's a pattern of a dog that's still a cub and never practical. So go ahead and follow my tracks and play it tactical. My cats know that living in shades for lesser animals. And you'd be lying, king, if saying you don't rate the jam. The state of man, darkening the party when your mates are fans. Beta gang, all pattern up the same, but I got greater plans. I'm out here, in a sense I'm making opportunities, cause waiting on the break is a phrase that begs a lunacy. I line it up so even O'Sullivan couldn't snook at me. And fuck it, yeah, shot in these colours to bring you scrutiny, but when it boils down it's just another plate of food for me. The real recognise so they root for me. I might have made a meal out of life, but I savoured every course. Same desk I pen this, I save pennies in my drawer. I'm invested with more than just Lizzie on this horse, and there's levels never learnt if you ain't been there before. Don't get offended if you heard that I ain't feeling you no more. Another banger from the basement, that's what you heard. The flow sample and the break, yeah, that's what you heard. My dusty gang dig the crates, and that's what you heard. The ghetto blaster switch tapes, and that's what you heard. Another banger from the basement, that's what you heard. The flow sample and the break, yeah, that's what you heard. My dusty gang dig the crates, and that's what you heard. And that is word if you heard, now you copy my word.
I've heard that song before.
That's right. The rhyme I display.
I've heard that song before.
That's right.
Start believing.
Right now.
Like I'm up on a stage, my game's sharp, no rust on my blade. From beating averages to shit's like golf, because a hole's a goal. I break a heart so I can bust in the face and keep them ravenous, and that is how I roll since the game changed recently. Lacking in your brainwaves, the same for your decency. But please, tell me what you're bringing to the table when your looks are not the focus of my conversation, angel. This chick will have you believe she's out of the league when she holds all the culture of a big brother nominee. I got the proper steez, got them dropping on their knees, then walking off my calories to to rinse and repeat. But hold up, man, I just met this chick off the chain, and she's got dangerous game, and both are mind and a frame. So I spark my rollie up and come with something to say. Now we're skipping to the part where we're chilling on the Sunday. You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. Yeah, it's funny how these bitches operate. She wanna play a boss, but she still love it when I dominate. Next you're getting on it with your mates and jumping on the next. Chill, I ain't trying to strip away your honor, babe, but you ain't got an honest face, and everybody knows the score. Burning down your bridges, open legs will lead to open doors. In this case, less is more when it's family, unless you wanna get passed around like it's your fantasy. Fucking with my sanity like poker games. Next time I use a real dog collar choker chain. Loves it, she naughty and she knows the same, but it's a game getting deeper in the thoughts of your brain. You best erase this bitch before you're caught in a chain. You wanna tap it and tap out and maybe strap up, cause even though a rubber feels like you ain't beating it up, you could be fucking on your necks instead of peeing in cups. Word. You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. Yeah, so don't touch it with a barge pole. She telling you it's love and next she yelling you're an arsehole. Giving up an arsehole, living up an arsehole, carrying emotional baggage just by the carload. Literally scanning and bagging you like a barcode, and sweet talking lips got you walking the mist. Plus that rawness she talks when she's up on your dick, and that stare that she gives you when she's swallowing licks. That shit's rare, so she knock you for 6. But all's fair when you're grafting on chicks. A couple drinks and you're there, take advantage of this. Like pull your knickers down and take it. This chick wants to bang, give a fuck if she's wasted. Now watch the melody shift, she's sunk deep where the jealousy digs. The same poison that the remedy is, raising a question. Is she really your chick or craving attention? You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. You best to watch the company you keep, cause blaggers chat shit to knock you off of your feet. And best to watch the chick that you're freaky with, sneaky like a snake zigzagging in the sheets. And if fucking with your crews, how she move, keep her cool with your peoples, or she'll come and fill your shoes. That's a rule for my peoples in the company, you fools. Shout out to all my ladies keeping it locked, literally. Thinking about how I live, keep on juggling but losing my grip. It's tooth and nail while I bail out a sinking ship. Catch the rhythm when the wind's in my sails, whether it's breeze or it's gales. Real recognise the differences in how we move. Frequency is not a similar pitch. If you ain't beg, borrowed, steal for these limited quids to piss in the wind. Feeling like I'm missing a trick, but still full of ideas like a filament slit. It's that grind that will take it all from those to gift. It's undeniable, but still it's how we chose to live. I wouldn't lie to you and say there ain't a moment I slip, cause everybody's got their go-tos for going through shit. Like what's your poison? Numb it out, lower your wits to come around to a darker place. Solar eclipse, you hit the ground with a bone to pick. You should've known, stuck around with them snakes that'll boa constrict. So here's the good times and bad company, the dramas and the highs, realising it's a luxury too late. We kept the circle tight, but luckily my dogs ever rarely took kind to a new face. And I've been up on the tunes late, inspired by the roads that required me to tighten my shoelace. In the throes of whatever the test, I learned best, and through the pain, set levels with this pen on my desk. This shit is key to fill the space in my chest. It's not the grain nor the pebble, it's the golf ball. I say the shit is soulful, Miss me with them labels that I wouldn't fit the mold to. You're better off for saving your breath. And I come from the sticks where we rave in the hedge. And when the sun comes up, it's like the day of the dead. And wear slugs cause the bumps they ain't taking effect. And we go dumb hard and work the next day for the bread. And where's back to my reality I'm trying to change the course of. Got me deep in thought like I'm staring into flames or the patterns in the water. Please Lord, even out the score for a true baller. Because I maintain but living way above my means. I just need to find a little shade in some money trees. Go against the grain, I'm a chainsaw their money trees. Like nothing comes between me and the targets that I set when they're in front of me. But I ain't keeping it 100 please. Got 99 problems, so bars were never one of these. Still, it's obvious there is a link. That I escaped the dark by putting demons in the ink as true art form. So I gotta question MCs. Do you really understand what know the levels means? It is deeper than you think, and hip-hop is just a medium. But only fools think I'm lacking love for the scene.
Nowadays I'm a family man. Bed lay up swiftly and it's back to the plan. The rent's paid but 50 getting banged in the cans. Pens mighty like katanas when attached to the man. Few birds in the bush, couple sat in the hand. Prefer raps in the booth, not balanced on pants. Rappers send shots like assassins in the stand. I just aim skybound like Yosemite Sam. And try to take steps at a string to a lesser man. Road to success looking made up by Eshazans. Devon Clan, Touch City, then I must, yeah. Ready in a beast, it is love for my ex, man of vultures. What the fuck you expect? Seabirds circle like bombs to the head. Said they cut from better cloth, yeah, they're hung by a thread. Kinda got them looking like puppets on a set, yeah, nowadays I'm a cut above the rest, so if work is a must, let it cut above rest. And fuck a set, man, I'm dope as fuck. Still cutthroat when the stomach in a throat been cut. It's how I live. Used to be numero uno. Now live for my unit and move like I do, so yeah. Guess it's never for your average. Brother on his dad shit, better watch your language. Calling a far cry from them old days. All in a bar, flying worth what a gold waste. See no mates come and go like trends. Tryna raise a king, I can roll like them and they can roll like I. Like oh my, tryna build something great before I go bye-bye. And they don't know my type, I'm a social pariah. Ironically ice cold with these vocals of fire. And rappers are known liars, rattle in my head cage. Look the black dog in my menagerie of pet hate still. Life's up and down like the Duke of York. Out of 1,000 watch I can do your talk. It's so luchador. I've learned the ropes, now I hang them out the driveway, they're turning coats. Then I turn 180, tryna bridge gaps, I just burn one baby. Talk about the wave, did he surf one daily? I must admit I lost my purpose lately. Still got me tryna spearhead the perfect plan. Rip my circle of man lurking like a further land. Sleep I world a chance, nah not lightly. Me I had to learn the dance and watch blindly, yeah. And I perfected the steps, it's a penny for your thoughts, but I settle it for less. True.
Yes, it's Detax. Remulak on the beat. Listen. Hey yeah, starving artist wear the snooze button out. I'm Michelangelo with masterpieces dossing in my house. Breathe rap from my heart and my lungs from then to now. Now I kick it to a beat and see reflections from a sound. Perfecting these shapes of consciousness that we found. Still I'm kicking myself in my lows, but I'm not giving up. I'm in this for the penny or a pound, no need to giddy up. We all jumping hurdles, kid, you heard this from the horse's mouth. Inspiration found driving south. I'm listening to the sound of my dead grandfather's album. How he immortalized himself in a rhyme, and how he's speaking through the speakers in the moment he shined. I feel a chill running down from my spine. I follow signs like what's dotted on this road at this moment in time. I join the dots like a picture book, but swerve off these dotted lines. I swerve back onto the road and the images collide like photographs from opposite sides. From a sideline, presence too hard to define but too familiar. But fuck walking guidelines on tight ropes. I'm ill when I'm bringing new tricks like I'm dynamo. Brainstorming like a cyclone, lagging with my time zone. Dealing with my other side like I need a ride home. Faded as the winds lightly whisper. Now don't forget the poison in the mixture. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. Yeah. What do you do with the day when today's feeling like the same? Know the phrase when you never known a pace. Slipping on your way to your next destination. A mirror ricochet of the ways you're embracing. I hope you rise above a pinprick levitation. I never quit, I get my hits when I lace this. But feeling I'm missing my breaks test my patience. Cause artists are faithless unless they throw shade. It's a shame when that love never comes back your way. The story of a game that gets played like a porn race. Is cold out here like you're gonna need your North Face. But yo, we gotta keep it moving. Open up these doorways, keep a cool head like a lawyer in a court case. Cause life is a test and we gotta do this all day. But yo, it all goes into my pen flow. The Zenyo, cause all roads lead to my pen. When I'm letting go, you can hear my heartbeat on tracks like a stethoscope. It's nothing lesser than blood music. It kept my boy on track when he was down and he was using. Excusing my cliche kindergarten phrase that turned a frown upside down. And one day in one moment I seen the change music can make, so I owned it. I zoned in, shut the door and locked myself away. For these minutes that we dedicate and hours and days, I spent weeks just to put one verse on my tape. See with the tortoise in the hair, boy, the tortoise is safe. But I'm not hating, I'm just saying why these stories are made. And yeah, it's all love, but we still wanna get paid. These rappers jumping on a show for the sake of someone else's name, please. But that's the staple of the scene, where the dreams are dead and gone like the paper magazines for most that are daily on that digital boast. But when they see the penny drop, it's clear Kenny is toast. And yeah, none of us living like the next episode, but we still live it up and killing off these festival shows. I treat bars like they run on my bones. I'm not accommodating shit, never catch me on some played out set mode. I speak what I hear and I've seen from the get-go. Now life's little triggers got me killing this like death blows. You could never fuck with my Zenyo. I got rappers losing their sleep, call me Kenko. So let me build something ill that'll spook the sheep that are scared to put a fucking quid in a fruit machine. Cause rap's fanatical but full of non-believers, and a tactical will throw you down but they're the true deceivers. Now let me just take this in and fill the gap between the lines of the space I'm in. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. The Zenyo. All roads lead to my pen. Now watch my pen flow. think I smell them on the breeze. Come through with a smile, dripping venom from the teeth. Put poison in the earth that I developed from a seed. And yeah, it's far from heaven, but you threatening my peace. Like the very thing that made me's unthreading at the seams. Yeah, you're unsavory, you're blemish on my scene. I'm dedicated to my team and you're an outsider. I celebrate your every weakness and outline ya. Spread the word that you're a pagan like a town crier. I'm aiming at your failure, you're an alien that's unsustainable. For sake of all I stand for, I'm reining you in. Sacrilegious false prophets, we know tales of this, where some used to be nailed to crosses where they pay for their sins. You're pale by comparison, but what I'm saying still fits the narrative. Moving on this ante till we keep the strategy clear. Shadow cabinet habits, how we established here. Still, somehow you're tapping into my fear. Keep my zeal because I know I got my people in here. And you're an outsider. Treat these unfamiliar peers like we had Alzheimer's. Get blacklisted and boycotted, and any taking shots you will feel the recoil of it. My blood boils inside, there ain't no telling where your loyalties lie. Paranoia, petty politics, a sprinkle of pride, a sense of honour for decisions made in simpler times. Maybe it's deeper than a similar type. Maybe I need to familiarise. Maybe it's me, maybe I need to get free to define who I really am by stepping into the outside.
You shut up. Who are you anyway? Just sitting there telling people what to do. I'm chief. I was chosen. Why should choosing make any difference? Telling people what to do. Pick the rules. You're breaking the rules. Who cares? Because the rules are the only thing we got. Bow-ups to the rules. Bow-ups to the rules. Bow-ups to the rules. Bow-ups to the rules.
Ain't nothing sweet about a scene where the saltiest guys will switch on their brother's keeper like the Lord of the Flies. Paranoid about me, treat me like a wolf in disguise. You brothers are sheep, so it fits to pull the wool from your eyes. I walk the line on the same circuit, and I ain't perfect, but I rarely ever think of the critics and how I serve it. At liberty to swerve it, but you're digging in your heels, similar to what you hate, so are you fitting in for real? So where they fit you on the bill, bandwagons crash when you lose your grip on the wheel. And all of this, but you fear for what's different still. A scarecrow lacks a brain, so he sticks to his field. I step on roads you ain't made for and beating my eels. When serotonin was drained like I eaten some pills. Been deep in my feels, been down, but I'm keen to reveal. So if I hold nothing back, is that keeping it real? Or is holding back the key to this? To follow every fashion, rolling over with obedience. To don a mask and show I ain't rolling with no weaknesses. Nah, see that ain't where the ether is. So tell me more about this venom that you speak of, which is dripping through my teeth with every smile that I greet you with. I'm feeling like it's just another day at the zoo. I tend to rattle cages when addressing elephants in rooms, but I'm past the stage of caring. I'll be deaf to what you're airing. If it's negative, that all can just reflect upon your bearing. I will boy off the club and make a toast to myself, because it doesn't sit well to put a show on for the chairman. Now watch the pack tear into the outsider, but they're like cavemen actually trying to douse fire. Certain words will stay with you, echo until they merge your brain tissue. What's it gonna take to change your mind? Too little, too late when stakes are high. stakes are high. Listen. Take a sip, get lifted, reaching a place till I say that I miss this. So I hit this and a rave, my day one's out in the distance. Lost the missus, assuming she know where to go cause her phone ain't ringing. Soaking it in while I float on a rhythm, feeding a rush that will slow down minutes, and we know how it goes. So I can't believe that I'll be anywhere else but the last to leave. And I feel like I win with the cards and keys. So while I hold this belt, will you pardon me? Because everybody fuck with this part of me. Can make your whole night with a half of me, or this half on me while the other half is thinking. You better stay hydrated. Gemini twisting the way that I'm facing. These are the words of a doctor to patient. You got a disease, no escaping. Better put a stop to the wavy occasion. Stay hydrated. The stakes are high. Still I play hard and I raise the blind. Put a little work on my state of mind and stay focused. I ain't got a lazy eye. So I stay hydrated. Cause the stakes are high. And it makes me think about the times that I had and the future that I might lose. You see, no sleight of hand and no trick in my trade on side. I work for my dues. If a shadier type wanna take from mine, dog, I might bite your hand for my food. So why you wanna talk about numbers? I got a hunger that's more than just for high views. Might have wrote more than just a haiku. Might have been caught in rougher typhoons. Don't talk up a storm to justify shit. You know that it's real if I said it in a tune. I hit verses at multiple angles. Gemini brain like I'm severed in two. Putting in work to my verses sampled. Putting out work like I'm peddling food. Now I'm carried away with the pen. So I take another sip and I'm back in the room, trying to find my way through an ocean of silhouettes here to be louder than you. Familiar faces, out of town crew, similar cases, patterns that move in a figure of eight. I'm pushing through these figures in shade and my heart skips when I see her face in a strobe light snap that's illuminating this moment. And she's cutting up a rug, but she never was tame in a mashup. A red light to a guy trying to crack on her. Wouldn't take it to heart with that back on her, so we bounce. And standardly we're gonna head to the car for a round, but halfway she's falling about, refusing my help and talking foul like she run out of patience. I put her down for something she's taken. We spark up for skunk inhalation. I tell her you gotta stay hydrated. I see your pupils away dilated, but the phrase is more than meets the eye. How she went from faithful to faithless. All that time I was searching where the devil been working. A new Eden we're immersed in, with a good full prey to the serpent. The oldest page a new person. I figure of eight that we circling. You would have thought that a man might learn a thing, but fuck that, I'ma get another Gurner in. So I stay hydrated. Cause the stakes are. So I stay hydrated. Cause the stakes are high.